He cuts off his court-ordered tether, lies about it, even tries to superglue it back together, and then stands in front of the judge thinking he might get away with it. But the judge already saw the photos, already knew the story didn't add up. And when the truth finally comes out, everything changes. The real question is, does honesty save him or make it worse?
So read.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed, state your name for the record, please.
Timothy Reed, third.
All right, where are we on this?
So, Your Honor, this was adjourned out due to a bond violation for a tether tamper. I am asking the court if Mr. Reed can plead no contest to that for potential criminal and civil liability.
I'm not going to have no problem. I'm not going to have no problem. I will not have a problem with a no contest plea to the violation. Although I have some concerns that there is not an admission as to what he may have done in this particular case, because initially I was receiving information that he had not cut the strap. But
my concern, Your Honor, is I'll tell you, Mr. Reed, I think is ready for that. My advice to him is a no contest plea because of the liability. He was informed when the tether was placed that if he tampers with it, he can be charged. I know Your Honor have seen people be charged. So that's my concern right now, is with the potential of that.
okay, that I understand what your concern may be. I'm just telling you how I'm going to be viewing that. Because as I look at the pictures, it's clear to me it's cut. It's also clear to me that the explanation of it being, I think it was a Milwaukee knife, it doesn't fit. Because the pants would have had to have been ripped, and his excuse that they were in two pair of socks is just not. So.
Well, given that,
I'll accept there's no contest plea to the violation. I'm not saying that I won't.
Yeah. Would Your Honor give me a chance to speak with him in holding, and he can decide what he wants to do given what the court has said?
I think because we have to wait because we got one Spanish at the end anyway back. Okay, yeah, I'll take it back.
Okay.
Right out of the gate, this is strategic. A no contest plea in a tether tampering case, that's damage control. He's trying to avoid admitting guilt outright because an admission could open the door to new criminal charges for cutting a court-ordered monitoring device. But here's the problem. Judges don't just look at paperwork, they look at credibility. And if the story's already shifting, that's a red flag. Let me ask you, if the evidence clearly shows it was cut, is a no contest even believable?
Mr. Reed?
Timothy Reed, third.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Excuse me. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with Mr. Reed in holding. I have explained all of his options, and I think he wants to move forward and admit to the violation today.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
You did not, and the violation would be that the tether was cut.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you admit to that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything you want to say before I sentence him on this?
I think Mr. Reed, I'm going to let him speak on his own behalf. He's mentioned to me that he wants to speak to Your Honor. I will say after our hearings, prior to the holiday, he did call me and kind of give me the lowdown on everything. I think he's incredibly remorseful for not being completely frank with myself and Your Honor at his last hearings. I think he's been in custody for 2 weeks now, and says he knows he needs to be better, and is dedicating himself to doing that moving forward. He really does want to get out of custody and get back to work to support his children. He said this is the amount of time he's been away from his children, and that's been one of the hardest things that he's had to experience during this whole ordeal. But I think the time that he's had to think has really put things into perspective. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Reed because I think hearing from him directly will emphasize that.
Go ahead.
So yes, I did intentionally cut the tether, but once I did it, something snapped in my head and I realized I was like, what am I doing? Like, I know this is wrong. And I immediately got a hold of the emergency tether line, called them, told them, what happened, and they had me send.
Well, you gave a version of what happened.
Yeah, the version instead of telling the truth, which I definitely need to do point blank. Because when you don't tell the truth, it just makes things worse. I did send pictures in. I still went to community corrections the next morning to get a new tether, and still showed up to court. I've definitely had a lot of time to reflect on what I've done these last 2 weeks. It really hit me hard Thanksgiving morning when I woke up and realized that I wasn't going to be able to see my kids for the holiday. And then I called my sister to ask if the kids were going to be at my family's Thanksgiving. And then when I found out that they weren't and I wasn't going to be able to talk to them that day, that also hit me really hard. And realizing that if I don't take accountability for my own actions and actually do what I'm supposed to, it's never going to get any better.
Did you really think I was going to buy your story?
I'm going to be honest with you, no.
Then why'd you keep doubling down?
I have no idea, sir.
I mean, I'm looking at the cut on it, and I had it pretty much figured out.
Yeah, I even went and got superglue to try to superglue it back together.
Pardon?
I even got superglue from the store to try to superglue it back together. And then I realized that wasn't working. So,
I mean, what were you thinking when you just decided you were going to cut it?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't plan on running or anything. I've got kids that I want to be able to see, and I want to get out of this whole process and be able to continue on with life and not get in trouble again. I know what I did was completely wrong, and it should have never happened in the first place.
And you know, had you just told the truth over here, on November 17th?
Yes, sir.
Probably would have been out for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I realized that.
All around this is just stupid.
Yes, sir.
This is a turning point. He admits it, intentionally cut. Not an accident, not a malfunction, intentional. In bond violation hearings, intent matters. Cutting a tether isn't just breaking a rule, it signals to the court that supervision might not work. But here's the emotional twist. He didn't run, he called, he showed up, he reflected. So now the judge is weighing two things, the stupidity of the act versus the accountability afterward. If you're the judge here, do you punish the lie or reward the late honesty?
Anything else you want to say before I sentence him?
Nothing, Your Honor. I'd ask that the court sentence him to credit for time served and reinstate his personal bond. As we say at the bench, he's being seen by Judge Perry on Wednesday. His bond there is denied, but she's kind of indicated she's waiting to see what Your Honor does.
Sentence you to 14 days, Washington County Jail credit, 14 days served. Your previous bond with its conditions is reinstated. Ma'am, you are trying to address the court. What is she?
And that's correct, Your Honor. The victim is present to address the court if the court wanted to reverse.
Yeah, what are we going to do on this?
I'm asking to set for final settlement.
Are you going to be ready Friday?
We asked for that date if the people will be ready, but I know it's
Right.
All right. Then I'll set jury final settlement conference.
what you said.
What is that?
It's the same.
December 5th. Today's the 1st.
Yeah.
December 5th. Today's the 1st. That keeps going on in my head.
It's already December. Can you believe it?
Yeah. That wasn't my point, but okay. December 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, in this case, will take place December 8th, 2025 at 8:30. Did you want to address me, Esteban?
You'll sit where Natalie's.
You need to have a seat, sir. Hello.
Just wanted to let you know because he's been in
Can
jail.
you state your name?
Oh, sorry, Rosa Bannock.
Yes.
I'm gonna try not to cry because I am in that state right now. But because he's been in jail, I have lost my job. I really just hope that you can release him. And I've also been sick for like the last 2 weeks. My kids have been obscenely misbehaving because they miss him, and my daughter has a neurodegenerative.
And there it is. The judge just dismantled the entire explanation in about 15 seconds. This is what courtroom experience looks like. Judges see hundreds of tether tampering cases. The physical evidence has to make sense. If the strap is cleanly cut, but the pants and socks are untouched, that story collapses. This is the moment the defense realizes the court isn't confused. The court isn't unsure. The court already knows. So now the only move left is honesty.
Disease doesn't understand what's going on. Her speech has gotten worse. It was getting better. And I just need him released so I can work and pay rent.
I understand that, but you also understand how it turned out that he ended up in custody.
Yeah, that was his.
No,
No, anyways. But seriously, like, if I become homeless again, because I can't pay rent, the only way my kids can be safe and still be able to go to school, because shelters are probably full right now, is that he goes back to his sisters, because we have a great co-parenting thing where he takes them on the weekends. His sister already agreed, because she knows the situation, to take the kids. but he has to be there. I have no help. My dad's in Serbia. My mom's unreliable. My car has been broken down for months now. I don't have anywhere to go with my kids. I can manage myself, but I can't manage myself with my kids because I don't have any support.
I understand. And quite frankly, back on the 17th, I wish I hadn't had to do what I did.
And I think he, at this point, has learned. He is pretty, I think he's just manic, and that's probably why he did that, to be honest.
What?
Manic. He has bipolar.
All right. Okay.
I'm being
Thank you.
serious.
Well, he's going to get out.
Okay.
Okay.
Can it be before Friday?
Getting out of jail?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to let him go today.
Oh.
You want me to keep him till Friday?
No.
You got something to do?
No. I ended up getting a new job. It's only part-time, but I work Friday, and they don't go to school on Fridays.
I sentenced him to 14 days, credit 14 served,
Okay.
stated his previous bond conditions.
Thank you.
All right.
I really appreciate
He will be out as of today at whatever point the jail releases him.
Okay.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. I'm serious.
Not a problem. All right.
I'm just stressed.
Yes. All right. Take care. All right. Anything else we need to do on this? I don't think so.
Something else. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.